Hello and welcome to Was It's Good's 2023 Oscar Game Show. I'm your host, Michael, and I'm here with participants Ravi Ramgopal and Krishna Ramgopal. First off, I'd like to start by asking our contestants a little bit about themselves. Krishna, tell me a little bit about yourself and why you're here.
Hello, my name is Krishna. I am bald. I like watching movies sometimes, and I'm here to express my incredibly shallow Oscar knowledge.
Excellent. I look forward to swimming in that kiddie pool. Ravi, tell us a little bit about yourself and why you're here.
I'm Ravi, and Arjuna sent a text and said, let's do an Oscar game show.
Now, the game is simple. We'll be testing Ravi and Krishna's knowledge on the 2023 Oscar nominations. Let's see how much these guys actually know about movies, shall we? We have 4 categories for our 2 contestants. We have log lines, performers, posters without titles, and for those of you who need a little help, posters with titles. Now, the first 3 categories, the answer will be just the movie title, and the last category where we give you the title, I'm actually going to be asking you to describe the movie's plot line to me, and I will decide if that is good enough for points or not. Now, speaking of points, we have 5 values of points per category, 100 through 500. The higher the point value, the harder the question. Now, since technically our contestants are not together, despite what it looks like, I know, Krishna, you are not actually here. We will have whoever is in control of the board pick the category and difficulty, and also give you the first opportunity to answer that question. If you fail to answer correctly or with a manly enough voice, we will pass to the next contestant and they will get a chance to answer. If they answer correctly, they'll get the points, but not only that, they'll get a chance to pick the next category and difficulty. Isn't that something? All right, so with that out of the way, and as far as I know, no questions to be asked of me, I say, let me do the asking. All right, let's flip that coin! And flip that coin!
Heads.
All right, and it is heads. That means that Krishna has control of the board. Krishna, tell us our first category and what number you'd like to risk.
Michael, I would like to choose logline for 100 points.
Log lines for 100 points. Excellent choice, Krishna. Let's see what log lines for 100 points. This movie follows Ember and Wade in a city where fire, water, earth, and air residents live together.
Well, Michael, it sounds like Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Doesn't it, though? Doesn't it? Except for that Ember and Wade part.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. Unfortunately, Avatar: The Last Airbender is the better movie, and I do mean movie. But that is the incorrect answer.
Damn it!
Ravi, that brings us to you with an opportunity to answer. Can you tell me which movie follows Ember and Wade as they traverse a city of residents where fire, water, earth, and air live in harmony? But not too much harmony, or there wouldn't be a movie.
Thanks, Michael. I think it's gonna be Hunger Games, that prequel movie, maybe.
And that is actually incorrect, but you don't get the points. However, you do gain control of the board. The answer we were looking for, of course, for movie fans out there, is Pixar's Elemental. Not only are we only using each movie once, all of the movies on today's game show will be from the 96th annual Oscar Awards ceremony. Ravi, do you want to go ahead and pick a category and a difficulty? Keeping in mind that log lines for 100 is no longer available, as you can see on the board.
I want to speed the process up and win, so I'm going to go with posters for 500.
Excellent choice. Now, question here to clarify. Is this posters with or without a title?
Glad you asked. I'm gonna go with title.
With the title. Okay, we have posters with a title for 500. You can see now on the board is the poster with the title. And this is, of course, the classic film Past Lives. Real heartbreaker. And Ravi, if you could go ahead and describe or explain the plot of this movie to me.
Definitely. This is obviously a movie about past lives where two people are going through life and realize reincarnation's a thing and that they were together in a past life.
Incorrect.
What?
I'm sorry. It sounded close to me, but we're going to have to go ahead and throw it over to Krishna. Krishna, do you want to go ahead and give us a shot at what this movie, Past Lives, from the 96th Annual Oscar Awards ceremony, is about?
Interesting, yeah. I thought the other contestants' guess was pretty, would have been the winner. Considering that is not the winner, my guess is going to be that this movie is about, it's a romance, and it is about two people who keep missing each other throughout their lives. And we follow them separately, and we see their separate lives that somehow they keep missing, keep connecting and missing, and they end up together at the end. That's my guess. Past lives. There we go. It's the winner. I feel it.
I couldn't help but notice you said that's your guess. I'm going to go out on a limb and say you haven't seen this movie.
I've never even heard of it, Michael.
As expected. No, actually that is also incorrect. As somebody who has seen this movie and absolutely adores it, this is about Nora and Hae-sung. Two deeply connected childhood friends who are wrestled apart after Nora's family immigrates to South Korea. 20 years later, they are reunited for one fateful week as they confront notions of love and destiny. No, and so that means with both contestants now at 0 points, we're going to throw it back to Krishna. You have control of the board. What would you like to choose?
I will choose, Michael, poster without a title for 300 points.
Excellent choice, Krishna. Let's see this poster without a title. Now, if you remember, this is one where you tell me, based on what you see on the poster, what movie this is. Now, this is an interesting poster. If you can see that there on the board, it looks like we have a fun little backyard barbecue of some sort, perhaps a church gathering, who can say. But tell me, Krishna, do you know what movie this is from?
I do not, Michael, but I will venture that the name of this movie is Across the Night Sky.
Across the Night Sky. Of course, a classic nomination from the 96th Annual Oscars Award Ceremony. Not. No, that is incorrect.
Just damn it.
We're going to throw the question over to Ravi. Ravi, do you know what the name of the movie on the board is?
Based on the image, you have a bunch of people out there just chilling. I'm gonna go with The Picnic. That sounds Oscar-y.
A Picnic.
No, The Picnic.
The Picnic.
The Picnic.
Directed by Werner Herzog, no doubt. I don't know why I said it that way, but I don't care. No, it is not The Picnic, which also is not nominated this year. That was from 1956, a Billy Wilder written film directed by Cassavetes. That's not true either. I'm lying. This poster is from the movie Zone of Interest, a very heavy movie, which you should go see if you have a zone of interest for movies that are disturbing. Now, that brings us to question 4. The score is 0-0. It's an exciting neck-to-neck run now as we pass control of the board over to Ravi. Ravi, go ahead and pick a category and a difficulty. Maybe don't be so zealous this time.
I hear you, Michael, and I appreciate the hints. Sure. I'm going to go with performers for 400.
Excellent choice, Ravi. Performers for 400. The question is, or the 3 performers for this film are Fantasia Barrino, Taraji P. Henson, and Coleman Domingo. I'll repeat those names for you. That's Fantasia Barrino, Taraji P. Henson, and Coleman Domingo. 3 amazing actors, truly.
Cables.
Unfortunately, Cables is incorrect, which means I am forced to pass this over to Krishna. Krishna, do you know which movie nominated for the 96th annual OSCARS ceremony stars Fantasia Barrino, Taraji P. Henson, and Coleman Domingo?
I do not, Michael, but the name of this movie is clearly The 3 Best Friends on a movie screen together.
The 3 best friends on a movie screen together. Not a movie I've heard of, and probably one you haven't heard of either. That comes as no surprise to anyone when I say incorrect, Krishna. The movie we're looking for is, of course, for those playing at home, The Color Purple. The Color Purple.
That's my next guess.
Shoot! Damn it!
Now, with the score 0-0, neck and neck, we have no clear winner yet. I pass control of the board over to Krishna.
Thank you, Michael. I will pick Poster with a Title for 100 points.
Excellent. This one should hopefully be our first, well, we'll see. The poster, of course, is of the Barbie movie. All right, Krishna, can you tell me, what was the movie Barbie all about?
Yes, Michael. I didn't actually see the movie Barbie, but I think I can venture a guess, at least. The movie takes place in the world of Barbie, and the character of Ken leaves the world of Barbie, travels to the real world, and brings back what he has discovered as the patriarchy. And the movie is about this clash of patriarchy meeting the world of Barbie. And I believe the movie resolves with the world of Barbie overcoming the patriarchy.
Well, let's throw that to our judges and see if how they make this call. I would say that is not too far off, and our judges agree. We're going to go ahead and give you the first 100 points of the game. Yeah! Everybody, we have a leader. Krishna has taken the lead over Ravi for the first time since beginning this game. And honestly, in the entire run of Was It Good's Oscar game show extravaganza.
I'm making history, Mom!
That's right, Krishna. You're making history, Mom. All right, well, that leaves you in control of the board, Krishna. Do you want to go ahead and pick another category, or the same category, but a different value? As we spoke earlier, values and movies are only done once per game show, so something different, please.
I will choose, Michael, performers for 100 points.
Performers for 100 points. Excellent choice. We see on the board the question, of course, is what movie starred the following 3 actors or actresses? They are For 100 points, Krishna, Harrison Ford, Phoebe Waller-Bridge, and Mads Mikkelsen.
That, Michael, is Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny.
And that is, of course, correct. The answer being Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Ravi kicking himself as he and I both went to go see that. That gives you another 100 points, making your total point value 200 against Ravi's 0. Krishna, you still have control of the board, so go ahead and tell us what is our next category and difficulty.
All right, Michael, I am no strategist for the game show, but I feel like now is the perfect time to really increase my lead. And so I'm going to pick Logline for 500 points.
Log lines for 500 points. Really going for the throat here, or just looking to pass control to Ravi? Log lines for 500 points. The question is on the board, and it is: Hirayama cleans public toilets in Tokyo, lives his life in simplicity and daily tranquility. Some encounters also lead him to reflect on himself. Do you know what movie that is for 500 points, Krishna?
5 Nights in Tokyo.
5 Nights in Tokyo, close. But unfortunately, 5 is not the number we're looking for, nor are the other words you said.
Damn it!
Which means I'm going to go ahead and pass this over to Ravi. Ravi, log lines for 500 actually, 500 points. You could take a solid lead if you can tell me what movie has Hirayama cleaning public toilets in Tokyo while he lives his life in simplicity and daily tranquility, and sometimes encounters lead him to reflect on himself.
Shin Godzilla.
That is also incorrect. No, the answer to that is Perfect Days. The movie is Perfect Days. All right, Ravi, go ahead and pick our next category and give us a difficulty level. 1 through 500, except for some of them have been taken already.
I'm going to go with performers for 200.
Performers for 200, Ravi. That is an excellent one. Here we have John David Washington, Gemma Chan, and Allison Janney starring in this picture that you should know because I know. It's our producer
the creator.
Is having a connect. Yes, absolutely correct. You have gotten 200 points. You have gained 200 points off of this, tying with Krishna. We're back to neck and neck, 200 apiece as we get back to the action. For this 2023, Was It Good? OSCARS Game Show Extravaganza. Ravi, tell us our next category, please.
I'm going to go with posters with title for 200.
Posters with title for 200. Arjuna, go ahead and throw that poster up on the board. And this is Killers of the Flower Moon, starring Robert De Niro, Leonardo DiCaprio. That's the one.
This movie takes place in the past, where a young Leonardo DiCaprio marries a Native American woman, and her people get pushed out by Leonardo's people.
We're going to give that a go. That is what that movie is about. Somehow, that is a movie that's up for an Oscar. Wow, no, excellent work in guessing the premise of that movie. We'll go ahead and give you those points, taking you into the lead. You are now, that was 200 points. 400 to 200. Ravi ahead of Krishna and in control of the board. It looks like we could have a decisive runaway. Ravi, what is our next category?
Posters without title for 200.
Really challenging yourself, I see. Let's pull up a poster without a title and see if Ravi can guess this poster. We have lots of what looks to be snow with a bloodied human being laying strewn across it while others look on.
I'm going to go with the snowman.
Snowman. Unfortunately, good guess based on context clues. Bad guess for this movie. That is incorrect. No. Krishna, that gives you an opportunity now to steal control as well as possibly gain a lead over Ravi, who is 200 points ahead of you right now. Do you know what movie this is? Nominated for an Oscar for the 96th annual Oscar ceremony.
Michael, I believe this is the infamous movie known as Killer Santa Claus.
Killer Santa Claus.
Killer Claus.
Unfortunately, that's incorrect. It is neither The Snowman nor Killer Claus. This is a movie known as Anatomy of a Fall. That still leaves us with 400 points for Ravi, 200 for Krishna, and control of the board goes to Krishna. Krishna, what category will we be asking about next?
Michael, I would like to do logline for 200 points.
Log lines for 200 points, Krishna. The question on the board. The log line for this movie is a novelist who's fed up with the establishment, profiting from black entertainment, uses a pen name to write a book that propels him into the heart of the hypocrisy and madness he claims to disdain.
Penmanship. Clearly.
That is incorrect. No, that's not the name of the movie. I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to Ravi now. Give him a chance to steal the points, take an even bigger lead. Ravi, what movie has a novelist who's fed up with the establishment, profiting from black entertainment, using a pen name to write a book that propels him into the heart of the hypocrisy and madness that he disdains?
That has to be a written note.
Unfortunately, no. Neither of your answers are correct. This is the wonderfully Jeffrey Wright-led movie, American Fiction. Now you're passing control over to Ravi, who's going to pick our next category and point value. What are we asking you now, Ravi?
I'm gonna, continue my lead by picking poster without title for 100.
A poster without a title for 100. Hopefully quite easy. Arjuna throwing up the poster now. We see two figures on a void landscape. Ravi, can you tell me which movie has these two actors performing together?
Danish.
Almost as if they don't even know what movies are nominated this year. No, that is absolutely 100% incorrect, Ravi, forcing me to pass the control over to you. Krishna, do you know which movie this is?
I do. This is Godfather 4.
This is, of course, not that movie. Both of you are incorrect. Ravi still maintaining the lead. This is Maestro, starring Bradley Cooper and Carey Mulligan. So no points on that round. Still, we have Ravi at 400 points. Krishna behind at 200. Still really anyone's game, but probably Ravi. Moving on now, we're going to have Krishna pick the next question. Krishna, what category and what value would you like to pick from?
Thank you, Michael. I would like to pick poster with a title for 300 points.
Poster with a title for 300. This could put you in the lead by 100 points. Ravi, are you feeling nervous as Arjuna pulls up this poster here? You could find yourself trailing in a game that's been very difficult for the both of you. So we have the poster up on the wall. This here looks to be a quirky little film. Krishna, can you tell me the answer to this poster?
I'm gonna say this is based on the title and how it looks, a revisionist tale of Cinderella. I'm gonna guess it's a more realistic take on Cinderella. There are no mice, talking mice, and she doesn't need a prince to help her at the end. She does it herself.
I don't have to go to the judges for this one. You, Krishna Ramgopal, are absolutely 100% incorrect. That's not at all what this movie is, though maybe one could make the argument that somehow it alludes to that as a undertone, but I don't see how. Ravi, can you tell me, what is the point of the movie Little Poor Things? That's not what it's called. It's called Poor Things. You can see on the board there. It says Poor Things. What is it about?
It's kind of sci-fi-y, I think. I mean, I know. Yep, it's kind of sci-fi, and it's kind of like a revenge type plot thing where she's kind of like living out. Isn't she? Yeah, she's like reanimated or something, or she comes back to life. And then, like, just kind of like lives a very eccentric life.
Judges, how do we feel about that answer?
Yes!
Oh, strangely enough, we're going to go ahead and give that a thumbs up. That is correct-ish. She was reanimated. Krishna, you weren't far off. This is somewhat a retelling or a reframing of the Frankenstein story as we reanimate the Bella Baxter of this movie as she explores what it means to be a human female in the world. That one gave you 300 points. That puts you a solid 500 points ahead of Krishna now. That is 700 points for Ravi, for those of you keeping track at home, and 200 points for Krishna. And Ravi now has control of the board. Tell us, Ravi, which category would you like to get a question from?
I'm going to go with performers for 300.
Performers for 300. And the question here is, which movie starred Shameik Moore, Haley Steinfeld, and Oscar Isaac?
Hey. Oh my God. Oh my God, stop. Too much pressure. Fuck. My brain's not working.
And that's all the time we have now. If you don't have an answer, we're going to have to pass it to Krishna.
Fuck. I don't know. Moon Knight.
All right. Moon Knight is correct. No, I'm kidding. That is absolutely incorrect. Krishna, I'm going to go ahead and pass it to you for a chance, a much needed opportunity to make up some ground. Can you tell me which movie starred Shameik Moore, Haley Steinfeld, and Oscar Isaac?
Yes, Michael, I do believe this movie is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Fuck!
That is correct. You have given yourself 300 points, bringing you within 200 of Ravi as we continue on now. 700 to 500. Krishna, you are in control of the board with an opportunity to take the lead or tie it up. What would you like to do?
Thank you, Michael. I'd like to do Logline for 300 points.
Log lines for 300 points. Solid move and an opportunity to take the lead. Krishna, can you tell me which movie has the log line of 20 years after their notorious tabloid romance? A married couple buckles under pressure when an actress arrives to do research for a film about their past. I'll read that to you again. 20 years after their notorious tabloid romance gripped the nation, a married couple buckles under pressure when an actress arrives to do research for a film about their past.
Welcome to Springfield.
Welcome to Springfield. That is hilariously incorrect. Ravi, can you tell us which movie has the log line 20 years after their notorious tabloid romance took the nation by storm? A married couple buckles under pressure when an actress arrives to do research for a film about their past.
Bonnie and Clyde.
Unfortunately, that is also incorrect. This is Natalie Portman and Julianne Moore in May, December.
Never heard of it.
Well, you should check it out, I think. It's nominated for an Oscar. Ravi in control and in the lead by 200 points. You have 700. Your opponent, Krishna, has 500 points. Tell me, which category would you like to pick from?
Let's go ahead and close out performers. I'll do performers for 500.
Performers for 500. Closing out the category. Go ahead, Ravi, and tell me which movie stars Jesse Garcia, Dennis Haysbert, and Tony Shalhoub.
Rustic something.
Wow. You were so confident, so quick, and so incorrect. Not any of those words are in the title. Not to give your opponent a leg up, but I doubt he'll be able to use it. Krishna, can you name the movie starring Jesse Garcia, Dennis Haysbert, and Tony Shalhoub?
American President, a 24 story.
Well, I commend you for the deep cut in Haysbert's career, but you are also incorrect. The correct answer for 500 points on this would have been Flamin' Hot. That brings us to Krishna gaining control of the board while still 200 points behind. Krishna, which category do you think offers the best chance for you to catch up or take the lead?
Well, Michael, looking at the board and where we have succeeded the most, I'm going to go ahead and take our last chance for points, potentially. Poster with a title for 400 points.
Poster with a title for 400. This poster on the board has a title. You know this movie as The Holdovers, starring Paul Giamatti. That's actually Giamatti. But anyway, this is The Holdovers. Can you tell me what the fuck this is about?
I believe The Holdovers is about a boarding school during break when everyone goes home except for the main character. I don't know his name, the student.
The holdover?
The holdover. And Paul Giamatti plays a teacher, a curmudgeon-y old teacher who they do not get along. They clash. But as he is forced to kind of babysit the holdover, they develop a friendship and they overcome emotional trauma together.
You're the man now, dog. Yes, that is correct. That is 400 points for Krishna, taking you to 900 and the lead. It's getting exciting now. Those of you still with us, I bet you can't wait to see what happens next. So let's get to it. Krishna, tell me, which category would you like to choose from next? An opportunity to seal the deal and possibly take the final lead.
Thank you, Michael. The next category will be posters without a title for 400.
Posters without a title for 400. Krishna, can you tell me the name of the movie you see in front of you?
I believe this movie is called Reflections of a Mustache.
Interesting guess, Krishna, but unfortunately that is incorrect. I am going to go ahead and pass this over to Ravi. Ravi, can you tell me what movie that poster is for?
Yes, that poster is clearly for a film called Ray-Bans.
Unfortunately, that is also incorrect. Neither of you getting points. This movie is, of course, Rustin. Ravi, you now are in control of the board. 200 points behind Krishna. Tell me, which category shall I ask you a question from?
Posters without title for 500.
Posters without a title for 500 points. So here we have a poster. It is apparently in HDR.
I'm gonna go with The Swim Meet.
That is not correct. I don't see that as one of the movies I have an option for here, so I'm gonna say no. And I'm going to pass this opportunity over to Krishna. Krishna, can you tell me which Jodie Foster movie is this poster for?
I'm gonna guess the title of this movie is Channel?
Channel. I take it from the look of the background that you guessed that would possibly be the name, you are also incorrect. That means 0 points for both of our contestants. And this movie is, of course, Naiad. Okay, with the points now, Krishna 900, Ravi sitting at a comfortable 700, but still behind. I give control of the board back to Krishna Ramgopal. Krishna, tell me, which category of the remaining would you like to get a question from?
Thank you, Michael. I believe there's only one more left, and I will take that last one. It is log line for 400.
Log lines for 400, of course. The final question and the last chance for Ravi to gain the lead, assuming you are unable to answer this question. Krishna, for 400 points and the win. A young boy named Mahito, yearning for his mother, ventures into a world shared by the living and the dead. There, in this world shared by the living and the dead, death comes to an end, and life finds a new beginning.
Underworld 4.
I wish I could say yes, but unfortunately the answer is no. That is incorrect. The movie is... No, I'm kidding. Ravi, you have a chance now to steal and take the win. What movie has the log line, a young boy named Mahito, yearning for his mother, ventures into a world shared by the living and the dead. There, death comes to an end, and life finds a new beginning.
No, of course, this movie is obviously Encanto.
Encanto, incorrect. This movie is actually called The Boy and the Heron. That closes out our categories and questions. We have a winner, of course, tonight's winner and this year's champion of Was It Good's 2023 Oscar Trivia Extravaganza is Krishna Ramgopal with 900 points.
Boo.
Congratulations.
Thank you. This is the happiest moment of my life. I'd like to thank God. And that's it.
Which one?
All of mine. All of mine.
All of them.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, you will, of course, be returning for the next trivia as the returning champion. Ravi, for participating, you get free stay at our lodging here in Studio City. I'm your host, Michael, no last name, for Was It Good? This has been 2023 Oscar Trivia Extravaganza. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Enjoy your evening and good night.